Oh, I feel the transmission coming through me.
Do you?
And into you. This is Mano Elia. This is the Study of Stuff, Volume 1, coming at you straight from G-Bar Town on the outskirts of society. My dear friends, I'm sitting here in my little bunker, sending this signal out to you, my dear friends. Oh, and what a wonderful time we're going to have.
Oh, yes.
This is going to be a little bit of a sonic journey. Oh, and I'm going to love it. And you hopefully will too. To get us started right, my dear friends, I think I'll be quoting from the great Jibarian legend, Uthark. Lord Uthark once said, "You can change your pants over and over again to clean pants, but unless you wash your ass, your pants will always stink." Hard to argue with that logic. So, consider this, the Study of Stuff Volume 1, a way to clean your butt, so that when you put on fresh pants, they don't stink.
No stinky pants.
All right, my dear friends, first song up is The Village Fool. Here's a song I wrote over 10 years ago.
A long time ago.
And the inspiration for this song and album is the Allegory of the Cave. Here's the first song up, The Village Fool. I do hope you enjoy, my friends. When I see your way, I found it hard to create. There was a man on his way, through a journey found a name. I'm leaving today. I never intended to stay. I'm feeling okay, and I never intended to stay. With a mask, they would tell him like every day, there's something wrong with your brain. He wouldn't listen at all. He walks right past him just singing a song. Gathered them all in the square one day, and they stood around to hear what he'd say. He said, "I've played the fool for too long. I'm wise and strong. I'm leaving today. I never intended to stay. I'm feeling okay, and I never intended to stay." The villagers couldn't help but say, "Let's all go and break in his shop and find out what was really his job." He left them a note, and here's what it said: "I left some presents for you, my friends, gadgets and gizmos for you to employ, and wonderful toys for the girls and the boys. I'm on my way.
It's story time in G-Bar Town.
And today's story, of course, is The Allegory of the Cave, a retelling by Mano Elia. And here it is. Picture a cave.
We're in a cave.
And within this cave are some prisoners that have been there their entire lives, chained in such a way that they cannot move their heads to see what's behind them. All they can do is stare at the cave wall. But behind them lies a fire that burns, creating shadows onto the wall, and, of course, entertains the prisoners, these dancing shadows, until one day, one of the prisoners escapes, goes outside the cave, and sees a whole different reality. Sunlight, grass, birds, and such crazy things. Oh my.
I need to go inside and tell everybody.
Rushes on in to the cave to let all the prisoners free and let them know what's outside the cave.
It's beautiful out there. It's beautiful.
But of course, the prisoners have two choices. One, they can choose to go outside and see if what he is saying is true. Or two, they can kill him. So therefore they do not have to face the uncomfortable ways of knowing an entirely different reality. My dear friends, we are off to the next song.
This morning and I don't know what to do. I started thinking about who was the who, where do we come from and who we are. Well, that takes me back to that statement from the start. We're for the moon to light the sky, it has to reflect the sunlight. Oh, I see it from another way. Oh, that moonlight's just the sun in a different way. From above, well, it doesn't make sense cause it doesn't feel like love. Maybe it comes from those things I hate. Maybe I gotta see them all a totally different way. With love, oh, can't separate the darkness from who I am. I have to remind myself that I'm more than just a man. That part of me that will never die was never born, you know, the capital I. With love, oh, for the moon to light the sky, it has to reflect the sunlight. Oh, I see it from another way. Oh, that moonlight's just the sun in a different way. Oh, the darkness is part of me. Turn the light on so I can see. That's how it changed things, alchemically. The day turns to night, night into day. I gotta see it all a totally different way. From
we have breaking news, my dear friends. Coincidentally enough, we have found the cave that Plato referenced in his allegory. Oh my, here in Jibar Town of all places. And on location, we have Manny Streamadia bringing you the news.
Hi, I'm Manny Stream. I'm here with Al at the Gory Caves. We heard you escaped. How did that go? Tell us about it.
Well, I was stuck in this cave chained to the wall, and all I saw were these shadows. But one day, they let me go, and I went outside to see the world around me, and I saw the most beautiful villages and green grass and flowers and birds and animals, and I was amazed. And I went back to tell them about it, but they didn't believe me.
And how did they feel after hearing your conspiracy theories?
Well, they did not want me to tell other people and spread the knowledge, and they wanted to silence me, cancel me. They even tried to kill me.
That sounds pretty justifiable. And what do you plan to do now?
Well, I plan to free them and show them the new world that they don't know about. Maybe...
Do you have any evidence to back up your claims?
Well, I saw it with my own eyes, so I would say yes.
Well, that's not really anything we can count on. Do you have an expert or someone with some kind of PhD?
Well, no.
So you're asking us to count on the word of some simpleton that came out of a cave?
I only wish to help, to give them information so that they can make up their own minds if they want to experience reality outside the cave.
Well, it sounds like you want to be the epicenter of giving power to a bunch of crackpots. Thank you for joining us. Back to you.
Wow, a lot going on down there at the Gory Caves. Well, Manny Streamadia, thank you very much for that amazing report. And to you, Al at the Gory Caves, good luck, my dear friend. All right, moving along to the next song.
Oh, and on a sunny day like today, I like to put my shoes on and go outside and see what's up. Oh. But of course, my face is hidden, so people can't see me as I pick my nose.
Pick my nose.
Pick my nose. Put my finger in my mouth, cause I'm picking my nose.
Pick my nose.
Pick my nose. Pick my nose. Everywhere I go, I'll be picking my nose. Oh, that crazy lady at the grocery store.
Young man!
It's okay.
What are you doing?
I know you're a special
back
kind. You got no brains, but it's alright.
Are you picking your nose?
Picking my nose.
Put your mask back on.
I said it's alright.
It's all right.
Picking my nose.
Pick my nose.
Picking my nose. Picking my nose. I pick my nose. Everywhere I go. Picking my nose. You know I'll be picking my nose. Going down to the fish market to buy myself some mackerel.
Mackerel.
I want lots of mackerel in a bucket. And I'm going to take it to my friend Sammy.
Yes.
With his rubber boots. And he's going to carve those babies up.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to tell him I was picking my nose.
Pick my nose.
Pick my nose. Pick my nose. Pick my nose. Pick my nose. Oh, now the umbrella opens up. Things fall out of the umbrella. But it's okay, because now I take my mask off. And now because I have no mask on. That's right.
Don't know about you, but this nose has been picked.
I'm picking it.
Now moving along.
Now.
And I hope you can feel it, because that's the name of this song.
I feel it.
Understanding your capabilities of such things rhythmically, maintaining your sanity throughout this calamity by choosing your perceptual reality, giving birth to the understanding of humanity's effects on its own fantasies. Manipulation of fear can give you a mirror to view the reflections of oppression, but can never further their information without your participation. Start moving to the rhythm of their words, create your own sound and give birth to a new rhythm. Pictures of sound lighting your hearts with magnetic fields all around, changing how they may have a say and how you see the building blocks of your thoughts. Build a cave, arrange the firewood in the pits of your mind, light that fire that gives light, casting shadows on the walls with higher sight.
You know I'm gonna see it whenever I'm gonna believe it and feel it. When I see what I believe, when I feel it, you know I see.
As I see that levee break, it's so hard to go back from these mistakes. Building it all up brick by brick, getting caught up in all this shit. Boundaries creating failure, breaking down all barriers. Plant the seed and watch it grow. Internal knowledge comes from what you sow. Dilating restrictions convince you of your imperfections. Manipulation of transgression, ego assassination through inner reflections. Placebo effects decision, chance favors a control mind. Spend a little time with this rhyme, decipher the code, it's one of a kind.
See what I believe when I feel let you know I see.
Take it down and pass it around. Sacred sounds will make things found. Take it down and pass it around. Sacred sounds will make things found. Self-reflection profound. Distracted by dissonant sounds. All things come from something. Take a walk into the no thing. Elevate to the one thing, followed by thunder and lightning. Ideological prescriptions of mental sublimation, situation irritation, alchemical aspiration of material manifestation. Feel the joy and elation, spark of creation. Do synchronistic manipulation.
You know I'm gonna see it whenever I'm gonna believe it and feel it.
The boongy-loo, the boongy-loo. Do you know the boongy-loo? The boongy-loo, the boongy-loo. Do you do the boongy-loo? Loo, loo.
What the hell was that?
What
is that?
What is
I have no idea. That just happened. And we're gonna leave it right where that is, right there. But and it goes.
The boongy-loo, the boongy-loo. Do you do the boongy-loo? The boongy-loo, the boongy-loo. Do you know the boongy-loo?
Well, that just about made as much sense as the mainstream media this year.
Well, here we are, my friends. Things are changing so fast. But how they change, well, that's up to you and me, my friends. That's nice, right?
Well, I see how it's gonna be in the end. If humanity doesn't stop and see and ask better questions to comprehend why so many people's voices being silenced if their thoughts are just pretend. Now it doesn't mean I believe everything they say, but I wanna make my own mind up in the end. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Celebrate. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. Celebrate.
Evolution isn't always so pretty, but you can participate in the outcome if you so choose.
Now look around, my people, at the world that you're living and see that evolution has made its contribution. It took a molten sphere of lava, compressed it, tore it apart. A nice global frustration creating this encore heart. Spun that bitch around at just the right rate, giving the stunning blue globe its present state. Now this is a participatory universe birthed from consciousness that requires a steady state of healthy stress to elevate and evolve, but within transition it looks like a dirty ass mess. Celebrate. Celebrate, 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 celebrate. as long as you understand that you're far more than what you've been told by all those powers of old. Now I'm not referring to the power struggles you keep assuming, cause they're turning you into thought police that keep consuming fake assumptions of rebellious nature, regurgitating all of their nomenclature. Nature's rules seem to be quite obvious and hidden in plain sight. Instead you believe things that take away my human rights. I will not say that 2 + 2 = 5, and I know my participation in my own thoughts keep creation alive. You're a magician, but instead you keep on wishing that you can change your position. But as a victim your power subsides. Consider that maybe our agreements physically, mentally, and spiritually, you know the collective hive mind has far more relevance on the human condition, and planetary position may be a clock in the sky. It's time to awaken and realize that your identity has been compromised and nature's laws have been synthesized, hijacked, and canonized. It is very progressive not to want to offend, but without offense you can't progress, my friend. Celebrate, 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 it never seems to ask what it is. It always seems to know that it's a plan. Well, I wanna be just like that tree. It always seems to know that I am more than just a man, cause my heart, well, it tells me so. Sitting in this tree, further on down the road. From this peak, you know I can see from a higher perspective of no. Now if all we can try to see from a higher plane of no, we can take back our sovereignty, cause we'll redefine our home.
My dear friends, we have come to the end of the transmission, and before we say goodbye, I would like to say one thing that has been on my mind a lot lately, and that is, what makes you human? I mean, are we at the cusp of losing that very thing that makes us human? Who are you? Who were you before you were born? What will you be after you die? Are you merely flesh and bone? Computing information at an untold rate? Is that all you are? Or are you something else? Because if what you are is your physical form, well then who are you? Now, if awareness of being aware is the best definition we have at the present time to describe consciousness, is it safe to say that there is a war for your consciousness? if your awareness is constantly being shifted from this issue to that, from this tribe to that tribe, are you pro this? Are you anti that? If you're constantly being shifted, your awareness that is, from this to that, and you're not the one moving that awareness, that focus, that attention, then who has control of it? And again, if awareness of being aware is the definition of consciousness, if somebody is controlling your awareness, are they controlling your consciousness? Well, my dear friends, I am a flawed human being, so do not listen to me. It's just a question. I do hope you've had a good time, and until the next volume, the next episode, I say goodbye. Carry on, my dear friends. Carry on.